Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have been meaning to film this video since January and I'm finally getting around to my anti-aging skincare routine. Now I normally do these steps on a weekly basis, so I don't do all of these things every single night or anything like that. I just kind of break it up in the week and just try and do a little bit of something for my skincare every night of the week or every second night, whatever I kind of feel like it, but I have a sort of order in which I do things as well. I am by no means a skincare expert, and I am not really giving information here. This is solely for entertainment purposes. I have this same routine for the past maybe 2 years now and it seems to be keeping the aging at bay, fingers crossed. I haven't had any Botox or fillers yet. I'm 30 years old. This year I'll be 31 years old. So I haven't felt the need to go down that road just yet, but I'm not in any way against those sort of treatments either, but I just like to put that out there that we are all natural at the moment. So please do excuse my wet hair. I've just had a shower. Usually I do the anti-aging skin routines at night time as well to give my skin the healing time overnight. I think that's the best way of doing it. And I just wouldn't have time for all this faff in the morning either. So let's start with the first thing that I do. I'm going to talk you through a little bit of facial massage and facial sculpting. So for this you can use your hands, or if you have a jade roller it's quite handy to use as well if you don't want to use your fingers. Make sure you wash your hands before you touch your face as well. For this step I'm going to use a L'Occitane facial oil. So this is a skin oil and I think that works the best for, you know, movement of the face. You never want to like drag your face when it's dry like it is now. So clean skin, I'm going to take some of the oil. Just throw this hair back. You don't need to use loads, just make sure that it's on your skin before you start massaging. It's a lovely smell of that oil as well, the L'Occitane. And I'm going to put some on the back of my fingers here as well because that's how I'll be doing this sculpting. So what you're going to do is get your 2 fingers like so and just sculpt the face upwards in this motion like this. It's not very flattering to do, but I usually have some music or things like that on, so just pulling the skin in a kind of a slow motion with the knuckles, and then you lift your hands and place it on the cheeks and eyes. And then you have your eyebrows and your forehead. So just wear your eyebrows in between here. It's hard to show on camera. I never really think about this when I'm doing it myself. And always make sure you lift your hand off your face. So you don't want to go here and then drag like that. You have to lift and then place it down. That'll give you that nice kind of sculpted jawline, and we're working into our cheekbones as well to get them nice and high. So that's if you are happy enough to use your hands, and then I can use the jade roller as well to get into the smaller areas that I won't be using my fingers for. So taking the jade roller, there's already enough product on my face, so I don't need to add anything else. So I'm going to take the small end here and just place it under my eye and roll out. So that's the first of my anti-aging routines. So if this was a normal scenario now, I would just dab with a cotton wool the excess oil off my face and just go straight to sleep with the remainder of the oil on my skin just soaking in overnight, and that will give me really dewy, glowy skin for the next day. I'm going to wash the oil off my skin now just for the purposes of this video, so we can jump into the next routine as well for the anti-aging. Okay, that's that step done. I do think that sculpting makes a difference. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments as well. Just let me know. I think it does actually lift the cheekbones, but I could just be imagining that as well. So now we're going to move on to a routine that I don't particularly enjoy, but it's not all that bad. As they say, beauty is pain, so we're going to just push through it. So the next step involves dermarolling. For anyone who doesn't know what dermarolling is, so this is a device that has tiny little needles on the end. What we're going to do is we're going to roll this on the skin in an upward motion, and what it is essentially doing is damaging the skin so that it rejuvenates faster in a way, and it's good for scarring as well. If you have some scarring that you want to get rid of, I wouldn't necessarily use this on active areas. Like if you have any pimples that are active, I wouldn't put this over it because you're going to be just spreading the bacteria onto your face. So you need to make sure that you have an alcoholic solution as well to wash this device, and make sure that your face is clean as well. It doesn't necessarily hurt, but it's just a little bit uncomfortable. So the 0.5 millimeter needle length is what is okay for at-home use. If you went to a spa or a dermatologist, they would have needles that were longer in length. Basically, it's just penetrating the skin a little bit, damaging that first layer. I don't like to use the word damaging because it's not really serious, do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know how else to explain it, but you'll see my face as it goes along. It just tends to get hotter from the blood circulating up to my face to recover the injuries. It's like with anything, if you fall and hurt your knee, your skin will recover itself, and this just speeds up that skin renewal and cell regeneration. It's a really good tool, and it's recommended for anti-aging as well. I've been using this for about 2 to 3 years now. So yeah, just once a week or once every 2 weeks is enough. You don't need to be dermarolling your face all the time. So I'll stop talking now and get on with the dermarolling. I'm actually stalling now because I just don't look forward to this. But I promise it's not that bad. I start here at my ear area here and work my way into the skin. So you'll just see as I go along how to do it. I'm going to roll up, and as I mentioned in the massage, don't drag the tool, make sure you lift your hand up and place it on the next section and the next section like that. So let's go. I'm just applying a gentle pressure here, not too much. You don't need to dig the needles into your skin like crazy. It's very effective, just a small just push onto the skin. So you can see on camera that where I did that rolling, it's already red. I don't like to go too close to my eyes. Okay, so that's this side done. You can see that that's red in comparison to this side. So I'm going to just speed up the video now, but you get the idea. So I'm finished my skin now. You can see I've just finished with my forehead, which has gone a little bit red there, but that does calm down over time. It's just the blood circulating directly to the area. It doesn't hurt, but it's just a little bit of a tingle at the minute. So I'm going to move on now to my neck area. That's the first thing that is quite noticeable in people, is the lines on your neck here. So I tend to roll my neck as well, and even sometimes down here on women around the décolletage, décolletage is the word, around the neck and shoulder kind of area, just kind of here is where we often tend to get wrinkles as women as well. So it's really important to take care of these areas as well as the face itself. I think the neck is the important part because it's one of the things that shows the quickest in aging process as well. So how you do the neck is the same as the face. You just roll your derma roller up. Usually I do this with no pyjama top on, but I'll try and manage today. So it's the same process. Now, and I would recommend taking this right down as well onto your chest here, which is what I normally do, but I'm not going to be removing my pajamas for this video. So that is the derma rolling. So obviously the skin has gotten red and we just need to be very careful tomorrow with the skincare routine as well. After derma rolling or any kind of, you know, damage to the skin, it's really important to have your SPF on the next day straight away in the morning. Just don't forget that step, because the skin is damaged right now. We want to make sure that it recovers properly and it has that time to calm down and rejuvenate as well. I will leave links to the products and the tools that I have used in the video as well in the description box. And if you have any questions that I haven't covered in this video, just leave a comment in the comment box and I'll get back to you on that as well. So guys, you can see that my skin is slowly recovering from that derma rolling experience. So the next routine that I have is a retinol. Now, I don't really wish to put this on right now because, as I mentioned, I'm doing all of these skincares in one video, but this I would put on like 2 days after the derma rolling experience. So this is the retinol from The Ordinary, which is 1%. So retinol is a product that you can use to encourage cell renewal and to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It basically is a plumping element to it that plumps the skin, and, you know, encourages the cells to renew faster. So this one, which is the 1%, is available, as they say, over the counter. You can get a prescription for retinol as well if you have more problematic skin, which I don't suffer from, thankfully, but the 1% is quite good. This as well, you need to be careful with starting on retinols because it's something that you build up to in your skincare routine. You might find it a little bit irritating at first, and you need to be careful as well with the products you use. So I'd always get advice before adding anything into the skincare routine, just a word of caution there. I've never had an issue with this, but just to be on the safe side. So say 2 days after the Dermarolling, I would do the retinol. So I'm not going to do that right now because I do want to put something else on later because of the Dermarolling. So I'll put that to one side. Then I would normally do a mask every week as well, once a week. So 2 masks I have here, a charcoal mask to clear the pores. Not really anti-aging, but I guess it's nice to have clear pores, isn't it? So this one is from The Ordinary. I have this one from The Ordinary as well. This one is the overnight hydrating mask with avocado. So that one is a nice one from The Ordinary as well that you can put on all night. So enjoy a bit of a mask moment, a bit of pampering during the week, especially after the Dermarolling as well. So that and the retinol, and then obviously I have all my normal skincare products as well, the cleansers, the toners, the serums, but I use them more on an AM PM everyday basis, so I'm not going to go through any of that in this video. Right now I'm going to finish off the night with a vitamin C mask, which is what I like to use after the Dermarolling, just to get that moisture back into my skin, because the Dermarolling process can be quite dry, and I feel that my skin is quite dry after doing that as well. I like to have the vitamin C moisturizer or mask that I like. And the final aspect I wanted to touch on in this video is the sunscreen and tanning as well. So when I go on my holidays, not in Corona times obviously, but on a normal basis, I always make sure that I use factor 50 on my face and my neck area. Might be a little bit extreme to use the factor 50 on my face. I don't use it on the rest of my body, but just on my face I always use factor 50 because I don't want to age on my skin. So I just normally like to cover that up with factor 50 and my neck area as well. I never tan any of my face or my neck. My body is like normally always darker than my face. Try and see if my arm is, well, it's a little bit red at the minute, but my tan is quite gone now because of Corona, so I can't really show you the extent of the difference. But I normally have a hat on at all times on my summer holidays, and I always have to have a massive hat that will cover my neck as well because I don't tan my neck. So that's just another thing to be careful about on your holidays as well, is making sure you have the higher SPF. And then on an everyday basis I have my normal SPF 30 in my skincare routine. This video is only for entertainment purposes, but if you have any additional anti-aging tips, I would love to hear them, so do leave them in the comments as well. Everyone will have different genetics and different skin formulations, so not everything is going to work for every person, but it's something that we just have to get on board with at this age. And if we can do something to slow down the aging process, I'm definitely willing to try that out. Be it natural at the moment is what I'm going for. If you enjoyed this video, do give the video a big thumbs up because that really helps my channel, and thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.